Hello once again, Vinyl Community. It's Martin here with it's March 2023, a traditional finds and charity shop video. So, as I will always say, and many of you do, hope you're all keeping well. Here's a lens sip because I've had cold since Christmas, so it's a drink. What else have I got to say? I've got to say without further ado. And yeah, as you can see, this room is still a bit of a mess. Slurp, pause, and yeah. There's been so many like vinyl tags and things. Okay, the first one was fine, but all these other ones, I'm just thinking like, I just can't be having it. You know, if it was something more interesting, like say someone was to do a video that wasn't in their first language, like Finnish, for example, and then a paltry few dozen people watch it, and well, it's more maybe that's what people want. I don't know. So I'm just going to try and keep doing what I think is best for me to do, which is probably generally just these sort of videos. Anyway, so now for the second time, I will say it without further ado, a minute and a half of waffle. Hopefully you fast forwarded. Here is what I have found, or what I think I've found. I've not done a finds video for months, and therefore some of what I'm going to show might have been seen before, but I probably doubt it. For a start, I found 2 copies of this, one at a record fair and one just nestling in a box somewhere. So yeah, great. So this is, if you know, this is a Smashing Pumpkins. It's mixed by a track that everybody seems to want, which makes it worth a bit. Is produced by, is it Flood? Yeah, I think it's mixed by Flood. So this is from the 3rd album, this track, I think, isn't it? 1979? Yeah, from the triple album, Melancholy, Infinite, Whatnots. And there they are. Yeah. So, yeah, I heard somebody say the other day the singer lost his songwriting ability when he lost his hair, which I thought was quite interesting theory. Right, okay. Onto the weird and wacky now. Okay, so here we have something which wasn't in my finished video. If you want to go back and watch it, you can. So this is a woman, Karjalaisia kansanlauluja. So basically, it's this lady here called Raita Karpo singing, and a guy called Hannu. He's playing a kantele. So if you can see that there, you may have seen them, or something similar. So it's sort of like a stringed instrument, and you play it like that. It's quite beautiful, really. This lady is apparently known. So they're Karelian folk songs there, it says, which is a part of Finland that the Soviet Union stole during or part of the Second World War, and Finland never got it back. So lots of people migrated out of there. Let's leave it at that. We won't get too political, he says, with his East German flag up there. Here is something which, a lot of this stuff, I'm just going to sell it or sell on. You know, some of it I will probably say if I'm going to keep it. So I don't know whether I'll ever have a use for a Malay language record course, but for £1, I thought it was a good find. And it also comes with the Malay and Vietnamese instruction manual there. Look at that. I'm not going to attempt anything from here, but it's all pretty easy, really, isn't it? You know, yeah, like riding a bike, really, isn't it? So that's that. I have a spare copy, or I found an extra copy, made in Australia by Festive Records copy. So maybe I'll show it like that or something. I don't know. Stereo, I think that says, doesn't it? Yeah, not Oreo. yeah, so that's a spare copy. I thought might as well have that, quid. Now, Rob Walker says that. Now, Kensington and Chelsea libraries withdrawn from stock for sale as seen £1. Well, I found it in my local charity shop. So it's a double album on Argo, and it's a sentimental journey read by the actor Donald Sinden. Now, this is a couple of books or plays by Lawrence Stern. Now, the only thing I know about this is there was a film, a spoof sort of film, which was English actors Welsh actor Rob Brydon and English actor Steve Coogan, and they did filming a film called The Life and Times of Tristram Shandy, which is mentioned here. The second album's called Life at Shandy Hall, so I presume this is something related to the same author and whatnot. Yeah, so there you go. Not decided whether I will need that yet. But a local history for you here. So close to where I live is where they make the British Mini, new Mini. But before they made those in Oxford, this is the BMC Morris Motors Band, conducted by Harry Mortimer OBE. A few very well-known tunes there. I saw that. It was a 10-inch, so I just thought I'd grab it. It's pretty standard sort of thing. Now this one I'm going to keep. This is great. This is apparently it's German. It's on a Saga label. Beat party to the classic. So it's sort of a bit Moog, a bit organy. But as you can see, the inspiration for all of those tracks is a classical composer's piece of music. Yeah, pretty darn funky, to be honest, for a quid. There you go. Next, for another £1, I've got Treasures of the Spanish Renaissance on Hyperion. Yeah. Gatefold sleeve. Nice red label there. Lovely. So I'm going to give you a top 10 alternative to vinyl tag as well in a minute, actually. In fact, why don't I do it now? So I wrote them in my diary, and when I did my vinyl tag, I forgot to do them. And now I've probably mislaid it. No, I haven't. Here we go. Right, okay, so here's all the answers to my vinyl tags. And then I did a top 10. So I'll leave you if this is just for fun or not, I don't know. So a vinyl BLAG, someone who's got loads of free records for selling their soul, or sponsorship or advertising. Vinyl drag, who would you like to see in drag? Vinyl wag. I don't know whether you know, wag is wife and girlfriend, isn't it? So it's like a soccer, football terminology of somebody that is more a celebrity wife, I suppose you would say, or girlfriend. So vinyl wag, a male or female, the most beautiful looks in the VC. Leave you to decide that one. Vinyl swag, most likely to steal records. A vinyl jag, who in the vinyl community is most likely to drive a Jaguar or sports related car. Just rereading these questions in case there's anything I shouldn't be saying. Vinyl fag, smells of cigarettes or is a stoner or does something else. A vinyl sag, who has the most straining packed full shelves. There are more finds to come, by the way, in a minute, so fast forward through this if you want. A vinyl gag, who really needs to be verbally restrained. A vinyl nag, who just moans all the time about everything. And lastly, a vinyl hag. That is somebody that behaves badly at a record fair or in a record shop. So that was my alternative to a vinyl tag there. Right, on with the finds. Okay, so yesterday I went in a charity shop, and one grabbed my attention, and then I walked around this area and came back to it again, and then I didn't even notice it had 5 records for £1, and I thought the sticker on these, you'll see, it looked like £2 each or something, or even £20. You know, I thought someone had overpriced them. Anyway, without any more further ado, here are the ones that I found. The 5 for £1. Okay, so this was the one that initially grabbed me. So there's a nice either upgrade or copy to sell of In Excess Kick, which had loads of singles on it, loads of hit singles on it, if you remember. Yeah, it's preceded X, which was not such a good album, and then they did Welcome to You Wherever You Are, which was a better album. This is the only album I have by them, and I found another copy, so, you know. Yeah, so that's, yeah. House Martins, London Nil Half Full. Jacob Dallas Open Mic has showed this maybe a few weeks ago, not sure. And James Griffiths was talking about it as well the other day, that he preferred the one after. Anyway, Steve Harley and Cockney Rebel. So these were all 20p in the end. So a real static find. Okay, well, not that unusual in a general scheme of things, but Duran Duran. This is called Seven and the Ragged Tiger. Lovely, nice bit of map. I love a good map there on the back illustration. And what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, and it must have been another one. Oh, this one. I played this. I have no Alan Parsons. I thought this is awful. Sorry. Nice cover, but just no. 20p. Can't argue really, but okay. And a couple of other ones I found yesterday. I found a really nice copy. Not sure whether I like this or not. I might prefer this to Graceland, I think. This is Paul Simon, Rhythm of the Saints. There's quite a bit of Brazilian sort of South American people, what you'd expect on here. Some good drumming. Is it Nascimento, the guy's name? I forget now. Anyway, yeah, so that was a nice £1 purchase. And this was 50p, I think. This is some sort of folk album. Anything like this, I like to pick up. Because if I don't like it, it's sellable, you know. I don't know who they are. They look folkies, don't they, to be honest. And I'm undecided about this album. Not sure yet. Eno's on it, isn't he, quite a bit, and lots of other people. John Wetton, Robert Wyatt, Paul Thompson. So half of Roxy Music. Yeah, not sure yet. That was £1. And this I actually quite like. Not really into Glenn Campbell. Here he is with his lovely Rob Walker haircut there. Because most people in that show that do videos here on YouTube showing records, they're either bald or have glasses or beards or all three. So, yeah. Yeah, this is all cover versions. I don't know, I just like it, really. I mean, yeah. Some of the songs, Impossible Dream, Words, Dock of the Bay. Yeah, I like it. So I'm keeping that. Here is a Saturday Scene. So this was a UK TV kids show. This interested me because it had some spoken word on it. It's got an interview with Sparks, one with Sweet, one with one of the people we don't mention anymore. Yeah. Sally James on the back. This is more just sort of piano music. It wasn't quite what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be more like, because it's called East Meets West, isn't it? I'm not sure I can find it, but No, not sure I can find it. But there's an East Meet West. There's another album, East Meets West. Okay. This is Gujarati film songs. India. So I guess like Bollywood, 70s. And then music from Yugoslavia. Now, there was a thing I was watching on Netflix, recommended it to Headley, another fat man, bearded man, talking about records with hair. And that was a guy in America who went over to Greece and went there because he was listening to 78s and wanted to find out if that music still existed in Greece, and it did. And then he was thinking about moving there from his dystopian American suburban boredom. Yeah, Yugoslavia, of course, isn't a country anymore, is it? You got your Serbia and your Slovenia and your Montenegro, Macedonia, that kind of stuff going on there. Nearly there. Some country dude. Quite like the suit, but not a big fan of the old Jimmy Nail crocodile shoes there. Yeah, or whatever animal died for those. And Alexei Sayle, the leftist comedian. So this is like a spoof cover of a thriller. And we've got this rather bizarre Peggy Ashcroft, Paul Schofield. Poems are written by Edith Sitwell. Pretty far out stuff there. You can tell from the cover, can't you? That's what grabbed me to it. Oh dear, we're going for 20 minutes now. Then we've got £2. This was Leonard Bernstein, Jeremiah Symphony, Roy Harris, Third Symphony, New York Philharmonic, Leonard Bernstein conducting. Someone's carved something in a bit of a old tree there, look. Huh. Yeah. This was a good find. This is sort of noise. Ambient noise, I would say. So it's Black Past. It's the name of a band, and it's called Pitch Black. Originally titled A Soundtrack for a Deranged Motorcyclist. So we've got Moog, Earthquaker devices, 70s drums, Korg micro preset, Univox and orange lamps, harmonica. Just a couple of guys there. My sort of thing, really. I mean, the cover didn't grab me. It looks like someone from Kings of Leon or something, doesn't it? But yeah, and a couple of dogs. But it's pretty good. It costs £5, but actually it's not too bad at all for that. A bit more country here. Star Day. So I remember the couple of people, mainly Jacob and Headley, saying that Star Day is pretty good. So we've got Patsy Cline, Cowboy Copas, and Hawkshaw Hawkins there on Star Day. £2 on there. And then I went for this with no experience of buying any country music from a shop that had like about 100 albums. This was £2. I think some of them, they were badly priced. Some of the ones that I knew were not worth £10 or something. Yeah, madness really. Some film. Yeah. I bet he's sort of like playing his set himself sort of thing, probably. Yeah. And 2 more to go. One, I got a lovely, for £4, a lovely, either an OG or some sort of very early copy of Dazzle Ships OMD. Very nice. And lastly, I should open this really. England World Cup squad, 1982. Now, the first single I ever bought was the single from this. This time we'll get it right. England have still not got it right. But here is an album with head over heels Kevin Keegan. Just TV themes. The national anthem, yeah. Back Home, England World Cup squad, 1970. Abide With Me. Mike Reid, if you remember, Mike Reid was on Kids TV and he was in EastEnders. He's on here as well doing Bulldog Bobby. Mike Reid and the Mini Pops. So, yeah, let's just take it off and have a look, see what it's like. It's a little bit crusty in one of the corners. I mean, I suppose we would all be a bit crusty if for 40 years we'd been wrapped in cellophane. Look at that coming off beautifully. There, look at that. Beautifully executed. Okay. And here's the gatefold here with some World Cup facts. I used to know all this sort of stuff about football. Qualifying group. Hungary were top there. Look at that. Hungary finished above England on that particular occasion. A World Cup wall chart, 1982. Tempting to colour that in. Some facts, football facts. Some more pictures of the players, I guess. Vladimir Petrovic used to play for Arsenal for about a year. Yugoslavian. Oh, on tour, yeah. And then the record is in here. Look at that. Lovely. Fresh vinyl. Look at that. Great. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. I hope I've made this not too long and not too short for you. I hope you found the vinyl tag alternative slightly amusing. Take it as seriously or as the opposite as much as you want to. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Bye.